Jake, who are you? We're back up at Forgie's, but we haven't met you before.
You haven't met me. I've been here 4 years now, and started selling the Honda range of products a couple of years ago, and yeah, started off with lawnmowers, worked into quads, and then just do a general overview of the Honda products.
Obviously, everybody's well aware of GRASSMEN's very close relationship with Forgie's.
Yes.
You know, there's countless bits and pieces with Merlot and the F. Williams trailer, the Hog Adventure as well, and the Kane trailer last year. So there's a lot of stuff. But then, being about, eyes get looking around us. To your right there has to be my favourite bit of kit that I've got in a long time, and it's a selfish one because I have it at home. It's Mimo.
Yes. Well,
tell us a bit about Mimo.
Well, we started selling them really about 4 or 5 years ago. We started off very small. The first year we only done 8 or 9, and last year we managed to sell over 120 last year. So we won an award there for the most Mimo sales in the UK for Honda, which was great, between myself and Ria. And we thought it'd be good to get some feedback for someone like yourself. You know, we've done a lot of products, as you say, for us. And what do you think? Has it done a good job for the lawn, or?
Mimo came, and Mimo was started, I don't know how many months ago. And I never looked about Mimo ever since. I brought Mimo up today. You said you were just going to give it a quick check over and one thing. So, I mean, that is just run around the lawn, and it's a big old lawn we have. It is just run faultlessly. I changed the blades once. I don't know if you're meant to or not, but I felt I wanted to investigate it and see how it worked.
Yes.
It ran faultless. Is that not what you want?
That is exactly what we want. That's what we're ideally trying to achieve. Obviously, it keeps the lawn in pretty good shape all year round. Apart from when there's a frost, you bring it inside because of the lithium-ion battery. But again, they are pretty faultless. All the feedback that we've had has been fantastic. Everyone seems to be over the moon with them.
But do you know, the number one thing for me is its price point. When you look at the cost of a big ride-on, and I'm not trying to say what's better, but you look at the cost of some of these bits of kit for cutting grass.
Yes.
Mimo just does it.
It does it for you. You can have a cup
think about it.
You can have a cup of tea and watch it do the work for you, which is great.
And you can, now there's different versions, but you can go right up and get your app on your phone. You can look in for no matter where you are around the world. You can start it, you can stop it, you can do whatever you need to do. I mean, the technology's behind it as well. It
is indeed. As you say, there's quite a wide range of products, from anything from a small 400-metre garden up to an acre. So there is a wide range of products within the range. You have a full 5 years manufacturer's warranty too, which is great. Anything that we've had so far, there's been very few problems with them, as I say, over the last few years. Like you say, that's all there is to it.
And easy installed. I think someone basically came out, run a wire out round, and that was it. Just lay back and let it do its thing.
That's it.
Genuinely, I can't reiterate enough. You come out, you installed it. I never looked at it except this one time it hit a bike, but it didn't hit the bike stopped it. An obstacle. It didn't try to go over it, and that's it. And it has just, I lifted it out of its dock this morning and brought it with me and says, look, you said let us take a wee look at it. Now over to your left hand.
Yes.
This is a big part of your business too, obviously Honda quad bikes. We've had the quad bike out of 520. We got on really well with it. I can't remember what it was called.
It was a 520 FA6, which is the fully automatic independent rear suspension. The top of the range, if you like, the all singing, all dancing quad bike that Honda do. We have a massive range of people, obviously, with that bike. That is the most popular one. It was obviously good to get your feedback in regards to that too.
But over the years, and you guys here also, well, I say not just Kubota dealers like you are, the Kubota dealers, if that makes any sense. You kind of have everything. So there's a lot of like side-by-side Kubota bikes and that out there, or side-by-side, whatever, ATVs or whatever you want to call them. And with this Pioneer, it's kind of like Honda tiptoeing into that kind of a bike, if that's the right way to word it. I'm probably using all the wrong terminology, but that doesn't matter.
Well, they did have a side-by-side, if you like, a 700cc. It was smaller than your other side-by-sides. It didn't do that well, where they've brought this into the market now, which is sort of It's safer with your 2 seats, your roll bar, if you want to take an extra person. There's not that much more than your fully automatic bike. So you've got the option, obviously your assisted bed to tip things, to tow a trailer. You can pull a wee bit more with it.
And it does ride like a bike.
It does.
You know, it's got the same, you know, you can through the gears and whatever. But it is nippy on its feet now, I'll give it that, you know, because I thought, oh, 520's not going to have enough of power here, you know, because we are spoiled with the Can-Am, right, let's be honest. But I did like the bike from that perspective. I would just be struggling, for me, would I prefer the quad or would I prefer that? That's a question I can't answer because I haven't thought enough about it. But I'll tell you one thing I thought would be really good about that. A lot of farms are families.
Yes.
A lot of, you know, there's maybe a younger generation, maybe an older generation. That would be a great manoeuvrable bike for like even like an older gentleman, slide in, shuts his door, he's still safe in there, going to bring in the cattle, check the cattle, he can still take a wee bit of room in the back, take a wee bit of meal or whatever with him. Whereas a quad bike is, you do need to be a little bit more agile and a little bit fitter.
You do indeed, yeah. You do.
If you know what I mean. Whereas your big Kubota, it's bigger, it's a lot bigger.
Yes, it is indeed.
So that is lovely placed size-wise and easy run.
Easy run, as you say, like the Kubota, we've had a lot of people actually get rid of their car and their quad and just have the Kubota, so it does both jobs. Whereas that there, like you say, it's easy manoeuvrable, still pretty quick to get after cattle if you need to. And like you say, you can go both generations in it, so.
Can you change configurations? Could you put a windscreen in if you...
You can, like obviously this here would be the bog standard way it comes with just the roll bar. Most people would generally get the front windscreen, you get a hard roof, you get a rear screen, and then most people would leave these as you have them.
Yeah.
You can get a bifolding plastic door that keeps the rain out, protects you from the weather.
But I don't know the exact price, but it is less than half the price of an all singing, all dancing Kubota side by side.
It is, like for the way that sits there, you're looking roughly about 10,500, you know, whereas the Kubota now is going to be 23,000 next year.
Because they're all crazy
they're
money
all
up
gone.
there. Thank you very much, and thanks very much for giving us a run with the Pioneer. And but as I say, personally, I don't know if I would be coming to buy it, or I would want that quad back again that we had. That's, you get where I'm at.
Yes.
And as you say, it's not like there's a massive decision to make in price because it's not that much more expensive.
It's not, no. Like you say, the fully automatic bike's roughly around 9,000 and say that's 10.5, or with the fully loaded, you're looking around 12. So there's not a massive difference in price, but...
Yeah. I like a man that's prepared to just stand and tell you how it is, hey.
Yeah.
Money and all, that's what people want to hear. Well, anyway, thanks very much for taking the time to chat to us, and hopefully Mimo gets the clean bill of health from, although at this time of the year, there's not an awful lot for it. But look at the condition this lawn's in. This lawn, I say, we've had that out here 4 years now, and it's absolutely faultless. It stopped once or twice when farmers drove over it, but, you know, other than that, it's been faultless, like I say. Well, look, thank you. Good man. Thanks very much, Gareth. Okay.